Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Agnes at MannCanDoIt.com. Today I've got another review for you, and this time I have been testing the WaterPik water flosser. And I purchased this while I was purchasing the other ones alongside my testing experiment. So I've been testing quite a few water flossers over the last few months, and this is just so that you know which one is the best to pick. So this time around, for the last 2 weeks, I've been testing the one from WaterPik WP-562UK. It's a cordless edition, so it doesn't have the big cylinder with it. It's easier to hold. It's on the market currently at $89.99, and this is how much I paid through Amazon, and I will leave the link down below in the description for you. If you haven't seen any of my previous water flossers reviews, I will leave those in the description below if you wanted to have a look yourself. And I've been promising to rate them from 0 to 5 stars to say which one is the best, and at the end of the whole experiment I will be giving you my true and honest opinion as to which one is the best. But today, as I've just mentioned, I'm testing the WaterPik, and I did unbox it about 3 weeks ago. With the actual water flosser, it's the black edition, this one, and it's a really nice and sleek looking equipment. Rather pricey because it's $89.99, but honestly I think it's worth the price. I really did like using this water flosser. So the cool thing about this water flosser is how it's charged. So unlike any other water flosser that I've tested before, which normally gets set on the base, this one has got the magnetic charger, so it just literally sticks to it as you put it close to it. So that's kind of a cool feature about it, which I found was very nice and unusual. In terms of the battery life, I have been using this water flosser for 2 weeks every single evening, and after night I had to charge it. Now I think the charging will depend on how much you actually use the device. I have been using it for 2 fill-ups every single night, so 45 seconds is how long it lasts you on one container. So I would have used it twice, so 90 seconds every single day for 9 days that I've used it before I had to charge it again. And the initial charge lasted only about a couple of hours. It has 2-pin charge where we can charge it in a shaver socket if you have one in your bathroom. So according to the packaging, this has 4 tips which are included: 3 pressure settings, 45 seconds of water capacity, and 2-year limited warranty. And this is the WaterPik WP-562UK Cordless Advanced, which means you don't need a battery, it's cordless. In terms of capacity of the water, it actually has a little measuring thing in here inside. I don't know what you can see inside it. And it tells you that it has 180 milliliters or 6 ounces of water fits inside it. And that is a decent amount comparing to other ones that I've used. I only had to top it up once, but I think you can last 45 seconds if you just wanted to do a really brief floss, then it would be enough. Now in terms of the settings, you go low, medium and high settings on this, and you change it by just pressing the button. Now I've been always using it on the highest of the mode because I just like the way it shoots the pressure. It's quite powerful, and I did always use on the highest of the settings, but perhaps if you have braces or sensitive gums, you could use it on the lower settings. This comes with one attachment that is here, and another one which is exactly the same one. It also has that cool packaging with it. So there is one more like this one, exactly the same one. Then you have one which has a little kind of brush at the end of it, and that one is apparently for general use and also for braces. And also you have this kind of one which apparently is for like a sensitive teeth. So you probably want to use those with like a lower pressure setting. I do really like this kind of packaging because it's easy to take away on holiday if you wanted to take your water flosser. I think if I was to go on holiday, I would probably not carry this with me because it's rather bulky and heavy, and I would want to save the space and the weight on my luggage, so I would probably just take manual flosser with me, just because it's just so much smaller, but it's useful to have if you're keeping it in the house, like in the cupboard or whatever. So I'm reading off the packaging right now, and it says that this is clinically proven, and WaterPik WaterFlosser provides a unique combination of water pressure and pulsations to clean deep between teeth and below the gum line, removing harmful bacteria and debris that traditional brushing and flossing can't reach. Also, it removes up to 99.9% of plaque from treated areas. It has a little gross picture here where it shows the treated and untreated difference. Also, it claims to be up to 50% more effective for improving gums health versus string floss. So it shows you that this is actually better than using the manual floss. And I think what I've noticed is with manual floss, I quite often would have digged the floss a little bit too down my gums, and sometimes I would cause a little bit of bleeding, which isn't necessarily causing or meaning that I have a problems with my gums, but I think only because the string can be quite sharp, and if you dig it a little bit too deep in your gums, it could cause bleeding. With the WaterFlosser, I've never experienced this, and so far I've been using the WaterFlosser for the last few weeks. I've not had any bleedings whatsoever. Also, it says that it's ideal for implants, so if you were to have implants, is up to 2 times as effective for improving gums health around implants versus string floss. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into my bathroom, do my brush, use the WaterFlosser, and run after that with a manual flosser to have a look whether there is still any debris left, and that will be like an ultimate test to see whether that WaterFlosser actually does a good job. And I did not use a manual flosser for the last 2 weeks, which means I would be able to dig out any dirt left over after this if there was any to be left over. So let me go ahead to the bathroom and show you how this works, and also run the ultimate test on to see whether it actually worked or not. Okay, so now I've done my brush, I'm going to be using the WaterFlosser. I will fill this up, and it's very simple how you do it. While I'm doing this, I will quickly show you also how to clean this device. Okay, so it's very easy to clean it, obviously, after you would have done your floss. There is a little button at the bottom here, and if you take it up, it unlocks it. Then you just slide it out. It is a little bit difficult to do. You need a little bit of power to do that. And then you can clean up your device. So that's one way of cleaning it. And then once you put it back in, you need to make sure you lock it. Although I have once forgotten to lock it and nothing escapes anyway. Obviously, after you've used it as well, you want to make sure you pat it dry, so you leave it nice and dry. This is to avoid the moisture building inside it, and I always leave this thing open just to make sure that any excess water can evaporate overnight. With that being said, let me just top this up and I'll show you what's the settings on it. I always top it up with lukewarm water. Okay, so you close it like that. Now I'm going to just use my hand to show you and demonstrate how to use this. So this is the low setting. So it's like pulsating. Then the medium one is a little bit faster, and the high one is the fastest. And this is the one that I like to use now. Because I'm tilting it, the water does not quite reach. So you have to make sure you hold this device straight in order for it to actually be able to reach this bottom of it and also dose the water at the same time. I'm going to be now using it on the highest setting. I'll just move from one tooth to the other until I'm done, and then to the bottom. And then what I'm gonna have to do is to refill it and do the inside of my teeth as well, from the top and the bottom. Now I have to top it up. We can do time lapse now. I'm going to take my manual floss, and this is the one that I've always been using. It's satin floss from Oral B. It is really good. If you don't have a Watepik, I really recommend this one because it's probably the best of the manual ones. And I will just take out some of the string. And I will now go ahead and floss my teeth. And if I have any residue left on this, that means that obviously the Watepik did not pick enough or didn't do a very good job. And that will tell me whether it's good or not. And the reason why you have to be doing flossing alongside brushing is because brushing alone is not enough. Now, I've said it enough on my previous videos. Perhaps you've never seen them before. That's why I want to just stress out that you do want to floss your teeth in order to keep your gums healthy, because gums are actually more important than keeping your teeth clean, because you don't want to experience what's called receding gums, which means they will just start pushing up and your teeth will start falling out, and this is something that you truly want to avoid. Following with that, I always have the Listerine, which is what I use. You could use any of the product that you wanted to use. This is for obviously rinse, and I'm rinsing my mouth after every brush that I do, just to make sure that my mouth stays fresher for longer. I'll go ahead and now floss my teeth. So the floss is completely clean. That means that my flosser managed to remove every single debris that there is from my teeth. And so far, this is the first of the water flossers that I've tested that have managed to do this. I mean, I've got one more to test, but so far this is the one that managed to clean everything. And that's actually quite surprising, because obviously, especially the back of the teeth, where you may not pay so much attention, which is what I tend to do. I tend to kind of focus on the front of my teeth because, you know, they're the ones that are showing, and not so much at the back ones. Anyway, I'm going to take you back into my bedroom and carry on talking to you about the water flosser. So as you've seen, the water flosser did an amazing job removing everything from my teeth, and I had no leftover of anything. My teeth feels very nice, shiny, squeaky clean, as if I was just having it cleaned by the dentist. So I really recommend this product. So far, my favorite, and as I did promise to give it a star rating, I'm giving it 5 out of 5. I know it's the most expensive, it costs £90, so not everyone can afford this, and I appreciate that. If you wanted to have a cheaper alternative, probably the Panasonic one would be just next to the best after that one, and it's only $49.99, so it's cheaper. However, yeah, that's half price more expensive, but it's still worth it. So I could not recommend this product enough. It is fantastic. I love it, and I was looking forward to do my brush every single night because I wanted to floss it, because it just gives you such a nice feeling. It just cleans your teeth so well and massages your gums at the same time. It's a pleasant experience, and I loved using it. So yeah, if you were wondering which one to pick, I would definitely say go ahead and pick this one, because it's absolutely perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I was trying to be very honest. I'm not paid by any of the brands that I'm reviewing here on my channel, and I'm just giving you honest opinion about the products that I use and how good did I find them. And if you did like this review and you enjoyed things like that, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to support me. Also, don't forget to let me know in the comments below if you have ever used any water flosser, whether you've got the Watepik, and whether you do like using water flossers, and which one is your favorite if you used one. If not, just give me any general questions that you have about the water flossers or about anything else. If you want me to review any particular product, do let me know in the comments below, because I do love oral care and I do like reviewing products like that. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed it and find it useful, helpful and informative. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.